What's shaking YouTube? The Angel of Authenticity here. Live atop the motorcycle. We are in a deep freeze here in northern Indiana. Very, very cold. Very, very harsh conditions right now. So I hope everybody's staying warm and wherever you're tuning in from. You guys have everything that you need. I am fortunate enough to be blessed with everything I need and to be nice and warm. I'm on top of the motorcycle shop, so it stays very warm up here. That's a very good thing. Actually, it's almost too warm. If you're an older woman, you know. If you know, you know. Which is quite What's shaking, everybody? I don't have my glasses on. I can't ever see what's being typed there. So I wondered if you look like me, with your boots washed down from underneath your feet, tied up around your waist, just so you can keep that gentle pace. We'll forget me nots. I don't know if you know it or not. We bloom little flowers every December, which was quite rare. Can you remember the time I've been forgotten? To the seedlings that I sown, planted so neatly right in a row. Did you make it? Did you grow? Was your life good show? With the roots caught up in a fancy bar somewhere, discarded too soon without any care. Did you make it? Did you grow? Beautiful forget-me-nots. I don't know if you know that beautiful. So yeah, that's the first song I ever wrote. First song I ever wrote. I wrote it. I bought my first guitar the winter going into 2021 at Christmas time in New Year's. So this time I got it on Christmas Day or the day after it came. But you don't even play guitar. I'm like, no shit, I don't play guitar. I can't play guitar if I ain't got one, though, man. You know, I do a lot of comedy about that. You can find it under my sketch comedy playlist. It's all true stories. My learning how to play guitar with no cover music and no YouTube tutorials. Although I'm a YouTube junkie, I don't use it to teach myself. I just make noise until something good comes out. I don't know. I got about a dozen to 20 songs now. The ones that don't have lyrics, I have a hard time keeping hold of if I don't have a purpose or a lyric for it. This is the last one I was writing. I call it A Place to Exist. I wrote it in response to the criminalization of homelessness. looking, it's just looking for a place to exist. Thank you. I hope you have a good day too. It's nighttime here now, though. It's already dark. And it's like 0 outside. Which is like 30 degrees, 32 degrees below freezing. It's hard to believe when it gets that cold outside. Actually, it doesn't actually feel that cold. I think it feels colder sometimes at 30 degrees Fahrenheit than it does at negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit, because it's like when it gets that cold, it gets to be dry. And it's kind of hard to tell it's that cold before it's too late for a lot of folk, I think. I guess it's probably one of the more peaceful ways to die is to freeze to death, because you actually do get warm and fuzzy feeling, but I don't know, man. Yeah, so it's about 32 degrees below Fahrenheit where I'm at right now. So it's certainly not motorcycle weather. Plus there's a lot of snow. But it'll go away and the springtime will come and it'll bloom new life. And we'll have fruit trees and gardens here soon, even though it's like a deep freeze now. 32 degrees below Fahrenheit is quite cold. But, you know, Indiana's funny like that. I'm going to play my song that's called Four Seasons, actually. It's about not being able to afford all 4 seasons anymore. Wrote it last fall. It's quite a beautiful song, but I don't do it justice. It needs violins and cellos and shit. You'll see what I mean. Hold on a second. My B string's always a little off. That's essential for this song. Yeah, so I wrote this last fall. I call it a prophetic song, but I don't really believe in the prophetic. I think that when you are seeing into the future and you're seeing the prophetic, you're actually, in a way, seeing your ancestry and your struggles that your bloodline's already gone through in a lot of ways. Even though it might be presented on the platter differently, it's the same lesson that needs to be learned. And so yeah, I wrote this song. This song's about lessons, really, and about the 4 seasons. If you live in Santa Monica or something like that, you're not going to understand it. But if you live in Appalachia or places that have deciduous environments where they experience all 4 seasons, where everything dies and comes back to life every single year, then this song's for you guys. What year was that? I can't remember the year. We couldn't afford all the seasons. year we couldn't afford all the seasons anymore. We had 6 foot of snow by December. The year was that I don't. The year we couldn't afford seasons anymore. We were so broke, we moved in upstairs. Those tenants, remember? First we moved in stairs, then we moved in sides, for we couldn't afford all the seasons anymore. There was a year fall crashed right up spring's ass. September we thought no big deal, a mild winter was needed perhaps after all. We had 6 foot of snow by September, the year we couldn't afford all 4 seasons anymore. The trees were blue in January. Nothing grew, no harvest to say. The bears slept till June. Oh, by the way, electricity got cut in April until I tried to leave. Remember that was the year you tried to leave too. Ran out of gas, 2 houses away. By the time we moved in, that old Chevy truck back in the driveway, we had laughed ourselves away. So it seems the year we couldn't afford the season anymore. 'Cause spring great church fall, hardly summer long. No gardens grow, no apples grow. Harvest and we do not. Here we couldn't afford seasons anymore. Yep, so that was 4 seasons. 4 seasons. Very romantic sounding song. It's a song about nostalgia. It's a song about weather manipulation and living in deciduous forest areas. It's a very important song somehow, and I'm not really sure how. I just wrote it last year. I don't know. But I think with all the songs that I write in the prophetic a lot, and I don't mean to when I'm writing a song. It's just how it develops, and I never change it when it's like that. I could add to it. Maybe I've added a verse here and there, and I've deleted a few verses. Not really deleted them forever, but later on you could have the long version or whatever. You know what I mean? But too much weight weighing the song down, perhaps, but still needs to be there and honored. It's really difficult to write songs for other people and for other causes, especially when you didn't know them. You know, you wish you had by the time you're done with your journey. By the time you get done writing songs for people that you don't know or situations that you didn't know, it's your job to write the song for it. It's just so big. But every time that I've been in that situation, I've wished that I would have known them, you know? And I think that's the same for any songwriter. They wish they would have known them by the time they get done exploring their life and learning about it, you know? Because, I mean, how can you not anyway? And it's so hard to mind your own business and be active at the same time and take action. You tell me how to take action and mind your own business at the same time. It's very difficult. And think about every time you've had to take action on something that was seemingly not your business, but now that you saw it, now you got to take some action. You tell me, how easy is it to mind your own business and to take action at the same time? I aim to be very good at that. It's something I excel at, you know, but it's not easy. You figure it out, you know. There ain't nothing against the law about minding your own business. Now, they're trying to make it against the law to mind your own business, but it's a bunch of bullshit. I'll get every 88-year-old lady there is out there on my side on that one. There ain't nothing wrong with minding your own business. That's how I was taught. You can't tell me that's just like social fucking difference, a religious difference, whatever you want to call it. Ugh. You ever feel like when you're playing, you just start getting real heavy and like all of a sudden you got a bunch of like cooking oil on your freaking fingertips or something, like you're like in the sludgy part of it, like you. I feel like that sometimes. I just gotta clear my energy when I get like that. This is the song I played to do that. It's important that you're in tune too. I just use standard tuning. And this is my Ibanez acoustic electric. His name is Ben, and he was a gift. He's a beautiful guitar. Train's going by right now. That's what it is. Changes a whole chemistry around here. It's really strange. It's a coal train going into a nuclear plant that's right by me. It ends right there too, you know, so it's really neat. You got a railroad track there that's only used like twice a day, but I want to make something I could ride a motorcycle on the railroad tracks with. Some people think that sounds crazy, but I think it sounds neat. I mean, your most direct routes to every major city, like. guys can hear how pretty it sounds on this side. This is a beautiful guitar. It just sounds so much more like melodic and divine on this side. When I hear it on replay, like on when I listen to my live stuff over again, which is rarely, if I do it, I'll delete it. I'll be like, whoa, nobody needs to see that shit at all. Like, you know, I'm really bad about that. So I just try to avoid it unless I need to for some reason, you know. I'm afraid I blabbered about something goofy or something. I don't know. I try not to delete anything, though. I keep it all authentic. It is what it is. And you have your ups and downs, especially when you're exploring your shadow avenues. And you'll get all the way to the peak sometimes and be a little ego-y, you know. Everybody gets like that. It's important to keep it in check, though, and admit to your faults and see what's really bothering you and making you hurt or ruining your day, you know, and dwell on that for a minute. I hate to say ruminate on anything, but like that's what shadow periods are about sometimes, you know, really sit in it and absorb it. And like you may learn you have the ability to transmute. You might come out $1,000,000. You might be transmuting that energy and not realizing it. And the way I transmute is really sitting in the fucking muck. I mean, up to my fucking neck in that mud pile. Like, you step outside it, it goes all the way up to your ears, you know? It's in your crack, you ain't got socks on even, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it feels for real when I'm transmuting. And then you just sit in it and you deal with it. You're like, oh, how did I not see this coming? And you dwell and you ruminate it, kind of. I hate to call it that, but it is kind of what it is. It's the same thing for me when I'm ruminating. As long as I'm ruminating and transmuting and not ruminating in circles with no energy there, you know, which is what's really easy to get in that trap right now. Like it's super cold outside. It's 30 something, 32 degrees. It's about zero out, I heard. I don't know. I haven't looked myself. I mean, I opened the door and said, wow, it's fucking damn cold out there. But like after a certain amount of cold, I was saying it almost becomes warmer. But that's that cold that you get walking down the road or something or down your property line and you realize you're in trouble because it's very cold. You'll actually freeze to death walking if you're not careful. And you don't feel cold when you're freezing to death. Believe that. It's like something you see in the movies or something. You actually feel warm. Like when you're laying there all hot and you're bleeding all over the concrete, that's when you feel cold. You know, you don't feel cold when you're actually cold. It's like a funny trick of the brain. I don't know what it means, but like I do know that that's what it is. But anyway, like I've lived up in Indiana my whole life, and I'm like as far north as you can go, pretty much. I'm right on the Great Lakes, just a smudge down to the south of the Great Lakes here. Yeah, and it's 32. If it's zero-ish out, I don't know what it is for sure, but I know work's getting canceled for people and things, so that makes sense that it's below zero. That's 32 degrees below the freezing point for those of you that don't know, Fahrenheit. And my motorcycle's just parked out there with like this plastic lid over it. For real. I've started it up twice since it snowed, and I've been snowed in for about the last. It's approaching 3 weeks, I'd say. Maybe, yeah, 3 weeks going into a month, maybe. I can't remember. It was right before Thanksgiving, I think, when it snowed. Next time I'm getting snowed in at a Red Bull factory or something, because it's really hard when you're hibernating to get any motivation to do anything. Since I can't ride my motorcycle, I just play my guitar. I got a keyboard too, and last year actually when I wrote that song, Four Seasons, I played it earlier for you guys rewind it and see. I started playing it on piano. I was transcribing it and trying to learn how to read music. I just learned how to play my guitar by plugging strings and playing it every time I seen it, you know? And so that discipline right there, like, made me a songwriter in a lot of ways. Being dedicated to it, and half of being a songwriter is remembering the fucking songs that you write, you know? You got a good jam going on one night, and, like, it'll never come back again, you know? We all do that. So, like, when I get when I know I'm writing a song and it's a song usually for a person or a place or a thing. It just comes to me. It'll just come to me, and I'll practice it until I'm blue in the face. Days and days, weeks and weeks. Sometimes some of them are harder for me to remember, and then will be the ones that are harder for me to go back to later on. That I don't play until I get into a certain spot. I get to certain spots in my travels, and then I'm like, oh man, I remember being here, and I play the song I wrote sitting there. So there's a lot to be said about the energy at places, and that's definitely got to be a real thing, because I know that to be true. So I get stuck into playing the same songs here because they're the songs I wrote here. So like when it's nice out and I can ride my motorcycle, I can travel about, and go to different parks and different places and have that different energy that comes in. And then I remember the songs that I wrote at that place. So that's why I decided it was really important to start capturing that, because otherwise songs would be lost if I never went back to them places again, and I wouldn't even remember it. So I just started recording every day, or trying to. Ever since I can go live, I've been trying to do a video every day. I skip a few days here and there, but I got a lot going on too. So, and nothing at all at the same time. Sometimes nothing at all is a lot going on, when you want to show yourself to the whole world. You know what I mean? This song is written about this place here. It's called Frontline Woods. It's written about a veteran motorcycle mechanic, a 7-year-old girl, in this place that I live in, the Red Barn. After all, though, like the weeds amongst the wheat, the wheat gets bundled up, taken to the barn. The good seed does. The weeds get bundled up for the fire, so I feel pretty good about living in a barn right now. It's just a regular day, and I had just gotten to the place that I was. And an old friend of ours was sitting there sniveling on and on about some injustice that happened at the VA home. And he was going on and on and on, and everybody's rolling their eyes like, oh my God. Because it's every time you see this fella, he just talks about the injustices of the veterans. Kind of makes you wonder what happened. Well, then suddenly, an alert came over his phone. It was really loud. He's hard of hearing and all. I'm his technical assistant too at this point. And I tell him, hey, warning danger. There's an announcement coming abroad. Warning danger, it said, warning danger. Take cover, take shelter, 60 miles an hour. Frontline winds are coming in towards Indiana. And it wasn't going to be good. So take shelter immediately. Don't think it's right here, right now, and it was. I looked outside, and it already looked like a whole different scene. Well, the guy that built the house ran out to a junk car and told me he wasn't going to stay inside. The place was a little top heavy, see. So I did what any responsible parent would do. And I strapped a motorcycle helmet on the 7-year-old. And I followed the guy that built the house and didn't want to get in it because the place was a little top heavy to a junk car. No junk car wasn't even his junk car, but nevertheless. Before I left, I said, hey, old man, gotta take cover. Doomsday's coming. Didn't you hear your phone? It said frontline winds coming in. Not to my amaze, to my surprise, but not really. He looked at me and he said, "What? You in a hurry to go somewhere?" I said, "Man, frontline winds are coming in. The phone alerted us, remember? You guys built the house, don't even want to be in here. Come on, old man, let's go up." And he just cackled as the thunder bolted and the winds come through. When I got to that junk car with my 7-year-old strapped to my side with a motorcycle helmet on and a phone, not even mildly amused, I told him, I said, "Man, that old man won't come. He won't take shelter, nothing. He's just in there babbling on." He said, "That old bastard will still be babbling on when the storms come and gone." And he was still up there, guys, still babbling and rambling on. After the storm had come and gone, and Lily came in and unstrapped her helmet, played with her phone. I went out to the back balcony and I wrote this song. Because you don't need electricity. I think the last time we turned it on. Well, on the other side of town there, a guy named Josh almost got waylaid by a tree. He almost died, but he didn't. What's that song? Kind of fucked it up. I don't sing it very much. Okay, so hello, Blue. Say hello, Blue. My dog's very distracting me right now. He's a very good dog. He's only half my dog, though. No dog of mine would leave me in the woods all by myself, you know. To go up there and hang out with the cats. Yeah, I'm just saying. Blue's a shop dog. He lives downstairs more, but, you know. He's part of the family, so. Okay. He's fucking impossible. The cats at least play the guitar and the piano with me. Maybe he'll be a howling dog or something. I don't know. He don't bark very much. He only gives one woof when he wants to come inside. He'll go woof. And he's spoiled because I get up and hurry up and get it because he didn't bark at first. When he would just sit outside and like sit there like a dumbass. I said, "You got to woof or you got to scratch or something so I know to let you in, you know, because I don't know when he's down there with the shop. He might be down there all day and he might be pain in the ass down there, and so they don't let him in and like come back up here, you know. I don't know these things until he gives me a woof or a scratch, so I had to teach him that. What? Oh, don't hack anything on me. Come on, Blue. Come on." He goes out there and rubs around in the dirt. He smells like oil, motor oil or something right now. I don't know. He scratches himself on the back fenders, you know. He gets up underneath the cars and stuff. It's fucking ridiculous. He's such a dude dog. It's like unreal. He was out there fucking rubbing his balls and his fucking whole belly on the snow like he likes it. He's got like husky in him or something. I don't know. He's a blue heeler, but like he don't like being hot. He gets hot. Like most dogs like to be snug. Like the short-haired dogs I know, like my hound dogs or like a pit bull, they be all snuggled up in them blankets with you, you know. They love that shit, but like him, not him. He's got that longer hair and it really makes him hot. He likes to get out there in the snow and actually like cool himself off. And yeah, it's just that they're beasts. I don't know how they do it. I mean, I have boots on or something and my feet will be cold. He's running around and they're splashing in puddles and shit and that stuff. Or sliding across the ice to get his ball, you know. You'd think after a few minutes, like, your little paws would get cold. He's a beast, though. He's not like other dogs. Huskies and like wolf dogs. And he's a blue heeler, but he's got the same kind of coat as them dogs. So like, they really can't handle German Shepherds. That's another dog like that has this kind of coat. They really don't like being hot. They get hot easy, especially when they're young men. No doubt. He's a young man. He's only a teenager boy. But a 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old now. But like I said, he's only half my dog, so no dog of mine would leave me out in the woods all by myself and shit. I need to go out to sunny California and learn some like happy guitar riffs, some happy hippie guitar riffs. I decided because I got like such a like northern grunge like I feel like I don't know enough happy. I got a couple of them. God's song and a few of them songs are happy, but they're not really based on happiness. The song we need sunshine in our life. We need some sunshine in our life up here up north. Almost any song though, actually, if you take it and you just stop it every couple of beats, like do a tap, maybe like you can make it into like a beatnik song. You know, I don't know. If you don't know what a beatnik is, then go Google it or something. The older people know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying I don't think beatniks are cool. Beatniks are pretty cool, but like they're a different breed, you know. You need a beatnik sometimes. Sometimes you need like a idiot savant, and sometimes you need like a freaking the big guy that always bullies everybody. He's like, oh, I need him to block my door. Like, who would you pick? Like, let's be so honest. Like, some people do it naturally. You know what I mean? They don't need to be like on the job. Because like I'm 24 hours a day. I don't know about. And that has nothing to do with my sleeping schedule. And I am a 24 hour. I think that opportunity knocks on everybody's door 24 hours a day. I think that some of the most genius shit that's ever been invented was at 2:21 in the morning or something, you know? And we shouldn't judge. We should take it as it is and not make it more difficult for the person trying to create and anchor heaven on earth here. I got chores to do. I should really do some stuff. Even when you do what you want, you still got chores. It's just the way life is. And if not, that means you got servants, and then you're tied to the devil in some weird fucking fashion. Because like you shouldn't have servants. We were not here to have servants. We were here to be sovereign and not have to be a servant. You know, so don't get it twisted, people. So like the second you find yourself demanding too much, it's one thing when a partner helps you out with something and brings you some things or like you know, back and forth, but like it's a whole different aspect when you require it or you expect it, you know, like can't do that. So you got to do your part and do your chores too. Even when you don't want to, or even if it's not your chores to do, you should still do it because that's just how you keep evolving towards the better and not backsliding the 2 steps back. You're barely taking 2 steps back because you or your team, that is your representatives in life, whether it's your wife, your girlfriend, my boss, whoever, you know, is saying, well, that ain't my mess. I ain't going to do it. Like, everybody has that, especially when you're younger in the workplace. You're going to get it a lot, you know, like up to a certain age, like up to age 30, really in the workplace, you're going to get it a lot where people be like, well, it wasn't my mess, so I didn't blah, 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 blah. Like, no, just do it. If you see it and you don't fix it, it's your fault too now. And it sucks. It's not fair or whatever, but it will pay off in the long run because deeds not paid on earth will be paid in heaven. So just know that. And that's way better than getting paid on earth. So until next time, the Angel of Authenticity reminding you to get real and to stay that way. And do it.